and I'm getting FOMO thinking about it because I just can't wait to see what's next. I just can't, because Ben's coming up with new stuff for every opponent, and that's exciting. It's exciting to watch.
It's very exciting. Now, I know you just said that you didn't follow the Aikman stuff.
No, I did not.
But the reason why I'm bringing this up with you is because it's one thing if the fans are unhappy about, they think he's biased or this or that. And I was surprised to hear Robert Mays felt the same way, that he felt like he was being unfair to Caleb. But how surprised were you all of a sudden when the coach jumps in on that? And that sort of gave credence to what the fans said, because the coach, unprompted, you had this introduction about they did 3 things right, and then he wanted immediately to move it to, well, we didn't impress everybody. I was watching the television tape, and my kids were over there watching too. And
there's fuel to the fire.
Yeah, were you surprised when you heard that from Ben?
Hey, it's great to be 3-2. That's all I got to say. 3 comeback wins for Caleb in the last 6 games. Only team in the league scored 21 points in their first 5 games. I know it's not a lot of points, but they're the number 10 scoring team in the NFL right now.
Offense works.
Yeah. This coaching staff works.
So good.
I had a conversation with Al Harris today, and I just love talking to this guy. He's no BS. And I'm trying to say, I've been making this comment that the ball is finding guys. All through. You've heard me say it about Tremaine and Byard, and he's shaking his head. Nope. It's a mentality.
I love that.
He goes, don't try to, he goes, don't take offense. I go, no, none taken. And so he was really.
It's like the luck comment, Jeff. Like that's where I don't know how much you know about the Aikman stuff because you're doing the game
I did
yourself.
not hear any of it.
But this is the mentality of a coach. They work their ass off. They study the film. They try to look for all these things. So like when Al Harris is telling you, the ball is finding us. No, it's a mentality. This is sort of the culture that we're building here. And so when the Bears score a 55-yard touchdown and the analyst says, well, they got lucky on that one, that doesn't sit well with a Ben Johnson who is scripting that play.
Well, to Al Harris's point, the 2 interceptions that Kevin Byard had in the Raiders were purely because he is a film junkie.
Yeah.
Because he knew exactly where Geno was going to be in those sets, and that's a tribute to him. Same thing, bad decision, bad throw, or well played, and Brisker did a brilliant job.
Yeah, tremendous interception.
But
just so you understand where I'm coming, I'm not trying to make it sound like luck. Yeah. I'm saying okay, is this a function of this coaching staff putting guys in a position where they're always going to be around the ball? And it is the many hats to the ball and the rally to the ball and all that, but it's like Lovey back in the day. Remember, you can't sustain this with Matt Nagy, 18. That 1 year with Fangio. You can't do that every year. Why not?
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
History tells you that.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just going to go with
the great thing that they're doing is they're taking the ball away without a pass rush. Like they're getting interceptions. Yeah. Imagine if they could actually harass the quarterback more frequently.
40 points off those.
Yeah. They've played the ball exceptionally well.
Yeah, even Deshaun Wright on that play, you got to get off whatever block you're dealing with. You see the ball,
he jumped right on it. Like I noticed that too.
So it's a frenzy.
Right.
You see how excited I am about it?
Jaden Daniels was there ready to pounce on it, and there was no time for him to do it. So
and thank goodness he you ever stand next to Deshaun Wright?
Is he tall?
He's tall.
Yeah.
He's 6'4".
He is tall. So that length helped. And I'll tell you another thing. This goes back to Lovey. Those guys cared about the returns. That's a play, too. All those boys, man, Urlacher and they were out there.
They wanted to score.
They wanted to be, and same with Hester on the field. And these guys maybe are starting to do that same thing. That return by Brisker was pretty good. Boy, that'll be the next phase. Like, you start getting the ball like that and putting it in the end zone. Woo, now we got something.
I could hear the excitement in your voice. You even just said that. Like, we've all needed this. Like, first and foremost, the players have needed this.
Yeah.
The players, and then the buy-in they were already bought in, at least from what I've seen. And then when you start seeing what he's preaching, then immediately works, and you win 3 in a row after a blowout loss. But the fans, we've all needed some positive mojo.
Well, it's just like the interview pregame. Hope, believe, expect.
Yes.
So I had a player after the game talking off the record, expect this, and so it is downloading. It's downloading, and it's a veteran player. So I don't know. Oh,
I
yeah,
like
I'm
it.
just and Caleb so third down, red zone, blitz, first down. He's all in the 110 to 112, 105 quarterback rating. All of those. Okay? And I know that even the deep ball, he's seventh in deep ball yards. The percentage is low, but you're starting to really see some genuine math that gets you excited.
How excited was Thayer to see them run the ball the way they did?
Oh, yeah.
He probably
he was
had
lathered
to hold
up.
him back, yeah.
Yeah. I went up to Darnell Wright today. He was on his phone in the locker room. He's not a very
Talkative guy.
talkative guy. And I go, hey, Darnell. And I don't want to interrupt a guy when he's on his, he's working on his phone or whatever. I go, hey, great job. I said, there's nothing prettier than a toss sweep in the NFL with a big guy out in front. And he just looked up, thanks. But I wanted to tell him that because that's just good old-fashioned football. Toss sweep, let it rip.
Need that. We need that aggression.
Moving forward.
Yes.
Yeah, for everybody.
I loved watching their receivers get involved because a lot of the pin crack plays, pin and pulls, they were receivers that were coming in, helping out, securing, the edge. And to see Rome and Zacchaeus and DJ do that, and to see how much more intensity they bring to the blocking than they did maybe in the first couple weeks of the game.
Learned behavior. Otherwise, you're not going to play.
That's right. No, but there is a noticeable difference between not just their efficiency, but their intensity with how they go about the job.
3/5 of this starting offensive line, as it's presently constituted, has not given up a sack yet. I mean, these are.
He's only taken 10 sacks, is it? So far, is it 10?
I think so. But
I think you're right.
I think it's just breadcrumbs that and I'm getting FOMO thinking about it because I just can't wait to see what's next. I just can't because Ben's coming up with new stuff for every opponent, and that's exciting. It's exciting to watch.
It's very exciting. Now, I know you just said that you didn't follow the Aikman stuff.
No, I did not.
But the reason why I'm bringing this up with you is because it's one thing if the fans are unhappy about, they think he's biased or this or that. And I was surprised to hear Robert Mays felt the same way, that he felt like he was being unfair to Caleb. But how surprised were you all of a sudden when the coach jumps in on that? And that sort of gave credence to what the fans said because the coach, unprompted, you had this introduction about they did 3 things right. And then he wanted immediately to move it to, well, we didn't impress everybody. I was watching the television tape, and my kids were over there watching too. And
there's fuel to the fire.
Yeah, were you surprised when you heard that from Ben?
I was. I didn't, frankly, know the context of it at that time. I hadn't even looked at anything yet. I hadn't read anything. I had no idea that.
Were you nervous he was talking about you? Like
no,
you guys were
no,
too critical?
No.
Was he nervous? Or was Tom nervous?
No.
Okay.
Anyway, I think this guy's going to speak his mind, no matter what, and I think we're going to enjoy it. You're bobbing up your head
I
right
love
now.
it. I couldn't be happier right now with the coach. Like I'm sure there will be days where we'll bitch and moan. I couldn't be happier with the head coach of the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, no, I agree 100%. I look forward to speaking with him every time. And he's got this edge to him.
That's what I mean too.
I mean, he's dialed in. He's ready to go every single day.
I like his answer to the Theo Benedict question earlier, or a couple days ago, was just, it's what you're asking for from your coach. Basically, hey, how have you noticed his improvement, or what do you think? And he's like, the fact that I don't feel him out there,
right?
As he talked about how I don't have to protect him with play calls or motions. That's how I know he's making progress and he's getting better.
Yeah.
And most coaches wouldn't even go there with you.
Mm-mm.
They just say, oh, yeah, repetition. He's doing better. He'll be better next week than he was this week. All kinds of football garbage.
A lot of football word salad.
Ben actually
gives you content.
Yeah.
I talked to Benedict this week for a future feature, and first thing I kept thinking, because he's got this cut all the time on this bridge of his nose, and he's a Madden guy. Like John Madden would love this guy. as this early stage of his career, guy out of nowhere, playing rugged, got a nasty disposition on the field.
Wears
got
a Speedo every now and
I
again.
mean, he's fun.
Is he a fun guy?
Yes, and he said thank you for the compliment because he actually started watching Madden to learn football concepts because he was a soccer goalkeeper.
Yeah, in Canada,
know?
right?
Yeah, he was a goalkeeper. He's a tight, and he started. And he had to learn defensive schemes and everything from playing Madden.
Big
I think
mistake.
that's beautiful, huh?
No, that was just a drop.
Oh,
What'd you think?
Big
Oh, I
mistake.
thought somebody was asking me something.
That was a John.
I thought that was
a
Aki.
John Madden drop right
Yeah.
there.
So anyway, yeah, this has been, and it's only week 6 or week 7, so it's been a fun existence right now with this bunch.